Welcome everyone. Today we are going to learn about Taraxacum. Common name dandelion, natural order Compositae. Introduction. It has curative value in affections of the liver such as gallstone, bilious attacks, jaundice, and typhoid. This drug mainly acts on GI system. Mouth, mabbed tongue. It has mabbed tongue. Other drugs that has mapped tongue are lachesis, Merxol, Natramur, Taraxacum itself. Tongue is covered with a white film with a sensation of rawness. The tongue will be very much painful and it will be covered by a white film. This white film comes off in patches, leaving dark red, tender, very sensitive spots. Means the area from which the film gets removed, that area is very much painful. It is dark red, tender, and they are very much sensitive. And this white film comes off in patches. The drug is Taraxacum that has this kind of tongue, and the other drug is ranunculus scleratus. This drug also has the this type of symptoms. It has white film comes off in patches, leaving dark red, tender, very sensitive spots. Then this drug also has mabbed tongue. Then gastrointestinal system. For gastric and bilious attacks, especially gastric headaches. For gastric headaches, we give Taraxacum if all the symptoms matches. Then in case of jaundice, with enlargement and induration of liver. If these symptoms are there, means in case of affections of GI system, if we see that there is jaundice with enlargement and induration of liver, we can think of Taraxacum. Induration is hardness. Then fever. In fever there is very much debility, loss of appetite, and profuse night sweats could be seen in Taraxacum. There will be debility, loss of appetite, and profuse night sweats. Especially these symptoms are there when convalescing from bilious or typhoid fever. When a person is recovering, getting strength after an illness like this jaundice or typhoid, and he faces debility and loss of appetite with profuse night sweats, we can think of Taraxacum. Convalescing means recover oneself over a period of time after an illness. In typhoid, we can also see restlessness of limbs. Limbs are very much restless. In other drugs like Rustux and Zincomet, the same symptoms are there. We can see the restlessness of limbs in Rustux, Zincomet, and Taraxacum. If we see the aggravating things in Taraxacum, almost all symptoms appear when sitting. When a person sits, he suffers, he feels the most of the symptoms. Then lying down also aggravates the symptoms, and resting also causes aggravation in the existing symptoms. So in Taraxacum, if overall we see, then we can say that it covers mainly the GI symptoms, and the symptoms related to GI symptoms are like typhoid, jaundice, liver affections, gallstones. And the topmost thing that it has characteristic type of tongue, that is mapped tongue. And we have also seen the other drugs that has the mapped tongue. So again, let us revise this once in a short period of time, that this Taraxacum has the common name dandelion, natural order Compositae, It has curative value. It cures the affections of liver such as gallstone, bilious attacks, jaundice, and typhoid. In mouth, we can see the mapped tongue. The tongue is covered with a white film with a sensation of rawness. The white film comes off in patches, leaving dark red, tender, and very sensitive spots. Those patches comes off, leaving the dark red, tender, and very sensitive spots. In map tongue, other drugs are there, that is lachesis, Maxol, Natromure. We can remember this by LMN, L for lachesis, Maxol, and Natromure. And the last one is Taraxacum. And the other drug is also there that has map tongue plus it has white film that comes off in patches, leaving dark red, tender, very sensitive spots is ranunculus scleratus. In gastrointestinal system, we'll see we can give this drug for gastric and bilious attacks, especially gastric headaches. If there's gastric headaches, we can think of Taraxacum. Jaundice with enlargement and induration of liver. If there's jaundice and the liver is enlarged and also there is hardness in the liver, we can think of Taraxacum. In fever, there is debility, loss of appetite, and profuse night sweats. And this Taraxacum especially is given when convalescing from bilious or typhoid fever. And in fever, there is restlessness of limbs, especially in typhoid fever. Other drugs are Trustux, Zincomet, and Taraxacum also. The aggravation is almost all symptoms appear when sitting, lying down aggravates, and resting aggravates. That's all. Thank you.